Good morning, guys. It's the beginning of the new year, and I went this morning to go into my last cabinet. If you haven't seen my other video where I decluttered two other cabinets that had the kids' games and then the crafts, I'll link that below. And this is for the third cabinet that I spoke about. I went out this morning to go get stuff so I could do Bible with the kids. And guess what? It was hidden amongst all this stuff. All this stuff. All this stuff. All this stuff. How do I get so much stuff? So it's really hard. So I have like this brain that I would love to be like this number one minimalist and keep so little stuff and do it that way. And in so many areas, I am. I love having little amounts of stuff, little amounts of clothing. It works great. Then it's less stuff that I have to organize and manage. And it's just so freeing to have like that. But then I really have this like unschooler mentality where it's like I want to give my kids the materials to be able to be creative and to be able to experience what they want to experience and to have different tools to make and create what they want to do. So I come in this like battle of what do I do and how much do I keep and what don't I keep and what do I keep? And I don't want to take away from kids who are on a journey of their own trying to figure things out. So, that said, most of the things that I've been doing this year, I went through a bunch of books. I had like last year I had 3 full like bookshelves of books. And I narrowed that all the way down to one bookshelf halfway full. But what I did was I took those books and I stacked them, or we stacked them, not just me, it was everyone. We stacked them and then we put them up in like a loft area. And we're going to see throughout the winter if there's anything that I am definitely needing. And then we're going to decide next spring what we're going to put in a yard sale and what we're not. So I'm trying to go through it like in that way, in that manner, like, okay, can I really get rid of this much stuff? So I am going to do that today with all of this stuff here. So this is all of I call it the homeschool cabinet. It also has art supplies as far as watercoloring and such. A lot of people actually like watercoloring, so I'm going to be keeping most of those supplies there. But it is just so much stuff, and it feels so overwhelming right now. And I know you've been there. It's like you go in someplace like this morning. I just wanted to go get. I knew that I had the next set of their Bible sets that we work on, and I went to like go get the next set, and it was like I don't even know where to start. There's just stuff everywhere, like stuff piled on top of stuff on top of stuff. And it's like, okay, I couldn't even see like an edge where I could just kind of hold it and like pull it out there. So I said, whatever, I'm done. Throw it all on the table and I'll go through it. So that's what we're doing. One of my daughters just had a birthday. We have 3 December birthdays. One of my daughters just had a birthday, and we're going to do her birthday tomorrow. So I'm also helping her with she wanted to make her own cupcakes, and then I'm going to decorate and design them. So that is what we are working on, and come along. So I'm deciding what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to take. I was getting a little overwhelmed, so we decided to make piles of things. I knew I was keeping most of the art stuff, so we went ahead and did that. We just kind of put all the art stuff in one space, and then I decided what I wanted to keep from there. Some things were hard to see through here. There were some things that my son, who passed away in February, had drawn, so I kind of flipped through them, and then I put them in a pile so they could go. I have one box of like keepsakes from him, so I put those things in that keepsake box. Um, so I would be able to have those, but I flipped through those pages, which was really kind of special. It's hard sometimes when you're trying to like go through things that can kind of stunt you and keep your pace from going faster or keeping at the steady pace. So we're just going through everything, and we have chairs over in the distance, and some are going to be boxed up to go in the attic, and then some are going to be going back into the cabinet. And I'm bringing some things over to the cabinet by me. that's in the house, and little one wants to help. So I told her she could bring the books that were stacked on the other side out into the other living room because we have a bookshelf there. And she tried to do them all at once. So I tried to give her a couple at a time, but it was so cute. She took like 7 books and was like, I got these. Oh, so precious. So she ended up taking a couple, and then she came back and she got a couple more, and she got to be a helper. So we will see. We are back in the very messy garage. Our garage is like a storage place. So I actually have a fridge in front of me that we're going to need to take out of here because it's not freezing. But I'm just going to show you what we were working on. So this was the cabinet that was driving me crazy. I put a box up in the attic. Most of the bottom 2 shelves are art supplies. I put a box up in the attic, which not quite sure if we're going to actually keep or not, but I put it up there and then I can decide later. So these are things that the kids are working on that we can decide if we want to do. This right here, I'm actually not quite sure if I'm going to be using this or not. I kind of have this sitting here, but I might put it up in the attic. And then these are like their workbooks to go into the next level if and when they're ready for that. And we do use Matthew C. They kind of go at their own pace with that. So these are the manipulative tools that go with that. I wanted to teach the kids. I bought this kit. It's a suturing kit. I want to teach them how to suture because we think that like hands-on activities are just as important as bookwork. And then down here is all of this. So I have tons of watercolors. We have some acrylics. We have drawing papers. We have some canvas things. My kids really like to create. They'll watch YouTube videos and make cards and all different things like that. What we did get rid of or put in a different section, I had a bunch of different papers that were kind of, I don't know, like, the papers that have like pretty fall print or something that you would write letters and it'd be like in the fall or near Christmas or whatever. I chose just to take that and like put it for the little kids to draw on because we don't use it enough to make it worthwhile, and I had a bunch of it, so they have a bunch of scrap paper now. And then I didn't show you the other day, some of this stuff is going to need to get moved, but this is the new game cabinet. It's kind of behind the refrigerator that's sitting here. So these are the games that we kept that are still out here. And then here's some of the extras, the glue sticks, glue, scissors, all that type of stuff we put in bags from the other day's organization. I'll link that in the description below. So that's all that. I have some not felt in there, and then we have some like craft kit type things in there. No, that's not craft kits. This is like mailing stuff, and here's other things, different types of paper and mailing things, and extra puzzles. And then up on top there, can you see? Somebody gifted us some notepads and notebooks and that type of stuff. So I'm going to be keeping some of those as backup. And the cornstarch, we don't use non-organic cornstarch, but we do make, what's it called? Not slime. I can't remember of it. We make something like Play-Doh that uses cornstarch, and that's for that. So I feel good at where we're at so far. I'll show you inside of the house in just a minute. I'll show you how much I added to the cabinet inside of the house. I do see that I need to attend to something else. This large shelf in here, it's supposed to have fabric and then like my seeds for planting next year, but it looks like it has a lot more stuff and it looks like it has way too much fabric. So that's probably going to be my next decluttering project, although I'm not quite sure on that one. So I will go in the house and I will show you what we added and how we added that and how we organized it a bit. Let's see. Everyone's just getting done with lunch now, and I'm going to found the Bible book, so I'm going to do Bible now. So this is the cabinet that's in the house. So now remember, I combined everything that was in all the cabinets to make it to our top priorities in this cabinet. So the kids, there's actually a bin. The kids were playing, they were playing Play-Doh. So the bin for Play-Doh's here. Then we have construction paper and that. I think you guys saw all of this in the other video the other day. The things that I did add though is we have a leap pad. I bought that at a thrift store, and I'm going to try to use this during like morning time. I want to try to rotate some things in for the younger kids. And then I also added some of these things down here, the tanagrams and stuff, in with the games, because they will, if I'm trying to have them be quiet at the table to do something, if I need to separate children, then I could have them working on that. And then in the living room, I added a stack of puzzles in the living room so that I'd be able to sort through those. So I think that cabinet is organized enough today. I'm thinking of two things. I'm wanting something different for my fruits and vegetables. I normally store them up there on the shelf. I'm trying to think, maybe I want to put bags here. Maybe I want to put it like a shelf over the other side there. If I did that, then maybe I could have some more homeschool type tabletop activities up there. I'm not quite sure. I just always like ramble in my head what I want to do or what I don't want to do. So let me know what works. If you're a big family, how you store your fruits and vegetables, how it works if you don't have a lot of floor space. If you do something different, I would love to hear about it. So just let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much. Bye.